中共高层持续隐身长达2个多星期。16号，香港媒体报道，中共国务院总理李克强被指现身深圳视察创新企业。微信流传的一段视频显示，李克强身穿浅蓝色短袖，在一家企业外与民众近距离互动。广西省委书记李希和省长王伟忠在一旁陪同，而包括李克强在内，现场多数民众都没有佩戴口罩。李克强并在深圳主持召开经济大省主要负责人座谈会，强调广东、江苏、浙江、山东、河南和四川6个经济大省要所谓的勇挑大梁，发挥稳经济的关键支撑作用。外界推测中国经济还面临许多挑战。在隐身的中共高层中，李克强首位现身。一些评论分析认为，这代表北戴河会议上习近平面临挑战，习正在走下风，而李克强势力再度崛起。不过，中国问题专家袁宏斌则认为，李克强早已倒向习近平，筹码是20大继续留任常委。与此同时，隐身半个月的习近平也再度浮出水面。8月16号，他在中共党刊《求是》发表长文，继续主打共同富裕目标，似乎在为下一个5年的发展理念定调。习李双双露面，外界认为这意味着北戴河会议已经结束，围绕中共20大的高层人事博弈已经有了初步结果。新唐人记者韩飞综合报道。
蓝色步战车越过出发线。
The International Army Games are underway in 12 countries. 2 of the events are being held in China's Xinjiang, with soldiers from China, Russia, Belarus, Iran, and Venezuela competing. China's People's Liberation Army has won the first place in the second round of the Suvorov Attack individual race.
整场比赛给我的感受就是。I
believe everyone in my team had an extraordinary performance. We had very good tacit coordination and basically made no major mistakes. The most difficult part of this round was the shooting, but our gunner did very well. The driver was recovering from a hand injury, so he did not grip the cannonball at height at first, which caused a delay, but we still played well.
There's one more round of the Suvorov Attack individual race in the coming days before the final, the relay.
人民服务吗？有什么法律阻止我们过去啊？我们都有一级没有。
在西藏与云南交界的214国道上，中共部署大批警力，不准任何人进入云南。数千旅客被迫滞留在路上至少60小时，而滞留的路段则是相当危险。
这里面的路况你们很清楚，它是滑坡、峡谷、落石的高发区域。我想问一下，你们是疫情防控在先的，还是人民群众的那个性命在先的？
你说的这个情况确实是存在的，肯定要疫情防控是最重要的嘛。
被困在路上的人吃住都成问题，白天还要面临30多度的高温。政府方面不断推诿责任，政策1天3变，而少量获得放行的旅客还需要在云南自费隔离7天。周二，中共通报的单日确诊人数连续4天破2000例，真实数据不明，而其中90%以上来自海南、西藏和新疆，其中海南占了约1半。海南省仍在不断增加风险区，而被迫滞留的15万旅客只有数千人成功撤离。
这就是政府统筹的后果啊！把2个老人家留下，把这么小的孩子留到这里，抱到爷爷的身上了。父母已经上了大巴车准备走了，不听政府的安排，大家都回不去。听了政府的安排，老人家孩子留到这里，好可怜呐！孩子 子一直在哭，这是什么安排呀？这不是乱搞吗？
本周，中共官方公布了多项经济指标数据，虽然是篡改后的结果，但仍低于预期，也显示了房地产危机以及长期的清零政策都成为中国经济放缓的主因。新唐人记者雨婷综合报道。
China recently announced the case of a gambling-addicted official from a state-owned enterprise in Hangzhou. His annual salary was not even enough for one night's gambling spree. He eventually got jail time for taking bribes. The website of Zhejiang Province's anti-corruption agency, the Commission for Discipline Inspection and Supervision, recently posted an article titled "Gambling Addict Was Hunted and Imprisoned." The report reveals the criminal conduct of Ren Huo, a deputy general manager of a state-owned construction group. The article said that Ren Huo was born into an official family and has developed an addiction to gambling since college. After assuming the leadership role of a state-owned enterprise, Ren Huo has been making more and more friends and contacts. He said, "After playing with them, the amount of money I won and lost became bigger and bigger. The worst one I lost was $90,000 to $100,000 in one night." Ren Huo added that his annual salary couldn't even afford one night of gambling spree, but he found a way out. Some business bosses within his power circle knew he was heavily addicted to gambling, so they offered to help him pay off his debts. Ren Huo would use his power to make profits for them, such as in project management, project bidding, and so on. Ren Huo solicited or accepted nearly $800,000 in bribes from these bosses between 2006 and 2021. Among those hefty money bags is a self-employed businessman named Lo Momo. Lo Momo joined in subcontracting projects for water and electricity installations. Of the more than $800,000 Ren Huo took in bribes, almost half came from Lo Momo. Last November, Ren Huo was expelled from the party and dismissed from public office for taking bribes. In March, Ren Huo was sentenced to 10 years and 6 months in prison and fined almost $90,000.
"这些明显就是一个很私心自用的一个操作，想挑起两岸的这个冲突。这私心自用太过分了。
他就是一步一步进逼嘛，他一步一步进逼这个中线。
他们到底来台湾的目的是什么？我有听到一些小道消息说，当然是为了台积电设厂还做什么的，为了台湾这个台积电的晶片。如果我们真的把这个东西让出去，那台湾以后还有什么东西可以在国际上立足？不是说大家吵来吵去啊，我们都没有赚到钱，苦哈哈的。
当然是负面的了。那一方面他们等于表示支持台湾，一方面他们也是来卖军火啊什么做生意嘛，这 business 嘛。
那台湾现在的经济状况已经不好了，如果大陆不用武力的话，他简单的用这个取消 ECFA， 那台湾每年对大陆的贸易顺差是1800亿以上，听说今年又会超过2000亿美金。那如果失掉大陆这个市场的话，台湾的厂商倒的倒，人民饿的饿。大陆那边发展这么好了，对不对？那我们需要受这些政客的操弄吗？ 好好过日子，不要战争，才是我们真正需要的。
他嘴巴说不支持台独，看他做的动作都是在支持台独的。美国从来不为自己的利益做事，将来违反他的利益的话，他是不做的，从来就是这样子。
他们是习惯性自打嘴巴啦，像裴洛西来了，捞了钱以后，然后窜访，在大陆用窜访到处跑，就回到美国之后呢，又讲他们是这个支持一中政策的。那很明显的，这些人是政客来就是捞钱。